So, the fitness industry. Yeah, it is it's a weird thing to talk about because, I've been really interested in the fitness industry even before I went on my big weight loss journey, which is like over 2 years ago now. I was 360 pounds, out of shape, didn't know a lot, but I was still into the fitness industry because it was fun to watch videos. It was like, I'd see guys with 8 packs that were jacked. I'm like, I want to be that someday. And then just some was just really entertaining, like Juji Mufu, which is now Juju and Tom, or Juji and Tom, which I still watch sometimes, but I don't watch as many more. But I love watching them because they were entertaining. It was just really cool. But there's a lot in the fitness industry that is bad. It's toxic. It's misinformation. It's even sometimes dangerous. And a lot of it really does have to do with false hope that these people give to other people, lying about results, using fake weights, because people will claim to be natural. Now, it's funny is, I say this someday, I say natural, or some days I say, oh, natural. People don't really understand what I mean. Then I have to explain, well, in the fitness industry, when you say natural, that means that these people are not on any performance-enhancing drugs, like steroids, TRT, SARMs. So people will claim to be natural. They will look absolutely phenomenal, but they won't be natural. They'll actually be on performance-enhancing drugs. And they will spread false hope to people that if you work out naturally, the exact way they're saying to do, you're going to look like them. Now, the thing is that most people who get to this point, they have good genetics and they are on performance-enhancing drugs, which means even if you did, these people that they market to, if they did do performance-enhancing drugs, they still wouldn't look as good as them because they have great genetics. And so the fitness industry is just filled with all this misinformation and false hope, and it's sad. Now, there's a lot of good stuff, which I'm going to talk about the good YouTubers you should watch at the end, besides me, that have good information, and it's not just all this bullshit. But it's so sad. There is literally, I'm not going to name names just because I don't want to put drama out there, but there's a guy that is just one of the greatest of all time for like bodybuilders, great physiques. He's a huge presence on YouTube. He claims natural, even though if you believe him, you're pretty gullible, but some people will believe him and they'll think they can look like this guy being natural, but they wouldn't even if they weren't natural because this guy has great genetics. But he sells duck eggs for a ridiculously amount of money because he just claims that he is so big and muscular because he eats duck eggs. I've literally turned duck eggs into a meme among my friend groups, even for people that don't know about fitness, because I tell them a story and it sucks, but people fall for it. But guys, duck eggs are not going to get you jacked. The protein in them, which I haven't even looked up the fucking nutrition facts on duck eggs, because it's not the point. But if there's protein in it and calories, sure, it could help you get jacked. But still, I wouldn't even say it's probably the most efficient just going off of it being an egg. Don't really know, though. But, yeah. Then you have these huge brands that sell the drinks, the clothing. I'm not going to name names because I would take a sponsorship from them just because that would give me the funds and the facilities to keep helping spread a good message about fitness, even if they do take some of these bad faith people. But you have these companies, they sponsor these people. These people are generally good-looking people. Either they have God-given genetics, or they're on performance-enhancing drugs, or both. And they market themselves using these clothings or these products to give to other people in the hope that these people can look like them. So the thing is that you can tell these people are on steroids because before they got these sponsorships, before they got these, huge, I remember there's this guy that got sponsored by a huge clothing brand. I think he was only in the 10 to 20, 30,000 subscriber range. And he looked good. And, yeah. Well, all of a sudden, before he gets sponsored by this huge clothing brand, in the months before, all of a sudden, and just, he's been training for 4 years or so and documenting that on YouTube. And the growth in the last 2 years had been kind of slow. The best gains he's ever had. All of a sudden, he went from being able to barely bench 315 one time to just like 3 weeks later, he's at 350 for like 3 to 4 reps. That just doesn't happen when you've been training for that long. So yeah, that is a clear sign of performance enhancing drugs, and all of a sudden he gets signed with a clothing brand, and this guy claims natural, and it's sad because people are going to see this and they're going to think that he is not, or that he's natural, and they're going to get these false hopes. And this happened to me. I used to have all these false hopes. Now, I think I don't look bad, but I still have a lot of room to go, but I'm probably going to stay natural for the rest of my life. Now, I keep bringing up natural or not natural. I really don't think that, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think there is that huge of an issue if somebody takes performance enhancing drugs. If they want to do it, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that, it's bad to give these people false hopes of, maybe they'll look like a certain way someday. Also, when it comes to the females, they have these girls, it's like in school, or just in real life. There's these girls that don't work at all, and they just had the fattest ass or the nicest legs because they have great genetics, okay? Well, what these girls do is they take advantage of it, and they go on Instagram, and because they have God-given genetics, they have a fucking 10 out of 10 booty and a 10 out of 10 thighs, and they didn't even work out. It's a thing. It's just like you can have really good, guys with good muscles that don't work out because they've just their genetics. Okay, you have these girls. They go on Instagram, and they had this stuff naturally given to them through genetics, but they make up these booty workouts and these booty programs, and they put them on Instagram and they sell them. And these girls are hoping, they're like, oh, well, she did it. She has this really nice ass, this really nice legs. And then they sell these booty programs and make these videos. Like, I see it all the time on Instagram, and they're terrible. Usually they're not, bad to the point where they're, gonna hurt you, but they just won't do anything. Like, it's not gonna give you a booty. Or you can have the ones where it's just not good for you, and you're probably gonna get hurt. I train with, people that I'm really, close to, and he would just always tell me, oh, dude, let's try this workout. I'm like, that exercise looks not good at all for your body. It looks really bad for your back. It looks really bad for whatever body part. He'd give me all these, and I'm like, where are you getting all these from? And then he'd tell me, it's a YouTuber. It's this bodybuilder on YouTube. He has great genetics. He's on steroids. But he doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to training. And that's the thing. You get these people that just because they look great, just because they have status, maybe they're a good bodybuilder, doesn't mean they're going to give the best advice. There are people that are going to be better looking than me in terms of their body fat percentage that are going to give worse advice than me. And there's going to be people that look not as good as me that are going to give better advice than me. Just because somebody looks great doesn't always mean that they're going to know exactly what they're talking about. That's the dangerous part of the fitness community on YouTube, on Instagram, is just because somebody looks good, they automatically are given authority over training. Of people are going to believe them. And now, honestly, I guess it's kind of good for me because, I do look better than the majority of people, so people do take me seriously, but that'd be bad if I didn't know what I was talking about, because then I'd be giving bad advice. It's like, I did a story the other day, Beware the Gym Bro, or that was a few weeks ago now, I think, and there's this guy at the gym. He looks good for his age. You can tell he was probably a bodybuilder when he was in his 20s and 30s, but now he doesn't, he looks, he looks good, okay? He's good. He's not great, but he's good. And he's training this young kid in the gym, doing a exercise that's not good for you at a program that doesn't even specialize in gaining muscle when the kid wants to gain muscle. Like I said before, 6 to 12 reps, 3 to 5 sets. That's good for muscle. This guy was doing 15 to 25 reps for like 8 sets. That's overtraining. It's not going to work on muscle very well. So That's the thing with the fitness industry. Fitness industry. People will look great, and then people will assume, oh, this person looks great, so I'm going to believe them when they say that this is a good exercise, this is a good diet, this is a good program, whatever. That is actually one of the reasons why, even though I haven't taken steroids and I don't plan on doing it, why it is somewhat enticing. If I took performance-enhancing drugs and did even just HRT or TRT or whatever, which is actually pretty healthy and is, you get it through a doctor and a lot of men take it, I would have incredible gains, and I would get more authority of people wanting to train with me. I'd probably have more of an online presence. I could get probably sponsorships, because I am, like I've been saying, my body is not perfect yet. I don't have abs, but once I get to my 12% body fat or less, I think I'm gonna look great. I think I really am gonna look really good. Everybody says I look really good now, but if I got to my peak and then started taking performance-enhancing drugs, I think I would. I don't know if I'd be the best bodybuilder. I think I could be a pretty good bodybuilder, and I think that I could probably get sponsorships. But I don't want to do that because I also want to be healthy, and I want to not lose all my gains if I get off steroids. I want to just I guess not get in trouble because it is technically illegal. So I don't want to have that ruined, and then just thinking about it, the health reasons again is I want to be. For when I do have a family one day, I want to be alive for as long as possible with them. So that's why I'm not going to take performance-enhancing drugs, unless if, for some reason in the next 10 years we get some sort of Captain America super soldier serum that, is completely healthy, then hell yeah, I'm going to take it, because everybody's going to take it. Because then at that point, it's going to be dangerous to not have it, because then if you have a bunch of superhumans running around with normal humans, then it's dangerous. But God, I'm such a nerd. But anyways, guys, beware of the stuff in the fitness industry. You need to be really careful. Like I said, I have so many people come to me with these different YouTubers, different bodybuilders, all this advice. It's trash. Most of it is garbage. Diet advice is garbage. I see people on my Facebook that are selling coffee diets, where they have this giant cup of coffee with a bunch of shit in it twice a day, and people buy it. People are commenting, oh, it works so well for me. Oh, what? Sure. I'm sure it does, that drinking 2 giant cups of coffee is a great diet. Bullshit. There's so much bullshit on there. But now, on to my little rant, I'm going to talk about some of the YouTubers that I've watched that are really good, just give great advice. I'd say out of all the videos I've watched, 99% of them are great and great advice. There's maybe only a few things that I disagree with, or just maybe see it a different way. So, Jeff Nippard, great YouTuber. Greg Doucette, AthleanX, Shredded Sports Science, and Pure Bullfit. I'll just give you those 5. If you watch any of those, Greg Doucette, Jeff Nippard, AthleanX, Pure Bullfit, and Shredded Sports Science, I'll link all 5 of them in the description to go check them out too. They give great advice, and they're good videos. So that being said, that's it for the video. What are your thoughts, guys? Down below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.